All right. Well, it's been a busy day here already here on Friday. Just got back from just a great event down in Springfield, and you'll read more about that on the Edgy Nation in the next day or so. But went and covered a camp, and just my luck, I leave town, and a whole bunch of kids commit at once. So no shocker there. But um, let's go over all three. I want to talk about all three. First of all, I'll talk about TJ Ivy from Marist. Committed to West Virginia now. A little bit of a surprise for me personally. I had a feeling, and I think I put on the premium board as well. I thought maybe Indiana had an inside track. Well, I tell you what, when you look at it and it's all said and done, TJ going to a highly, just a really high energy, high paced offense that fits his skills very well. Big fan of TJ Ivy. Had a chance to see TJ a handful of times live, and boy, I tell you what, you talk about a kid that looks the part and just, on the hoof. Great athlete. Really just impressed with TJ's ball skills, and this is kind of a bigger, almost a bigger wide receiver that has that tight end size where, he can go over the middle and take punishment and is enough receiver and ball skills to be very, very effective in a very good West Virginia offense. So again, I think it comes down to that offense being a big, big attraction for TJ. And they're getting a really good player. And I think what gets lost in all of this is it's a very good tight end class here in Illinois. I mean, this is as deep of a tight end group that I can remember for a while. So again, don't let the star ranking fool you a little bit on him. TJ Ivey's going to wind up being an excellent, excellent player of West Virginia. So excited about TJ. Then of course, Leon Payne a little while ago committed to Northern Illinois, and kid out of Simeon that he's just impressive every time you see him. Again, just fights for the football, tough kid, runs very good routes, shows very good hands, and again, NIU's doing a really nice job in cleaning up on a lot of Chicagoland kids in this class. Up to 8 verbals now that at least I'm aware of in Chicagoland, and I believe it's now 13 or 14 overall for the Huskies. So again, the early approach of Rod Carey and his staff of getting some early commitments and following through, I think it's really paying off. This is a nice, nice recruiting class that NIU's putting together. And Leon has a chance to be a really kind of a longer term type of contributor for NIU. Just a lot of great attributes. And by the way, one of the just really well spoken, polite young men as well. I mean, just great character kid that you definitely want to have on your team and your roster and your building. So again, excited about Leon, and then of course Will McCabe out of Fremd committed, and I had a chance to know the McCabe family a little bit, older brother that went through the process a couple of years ago, and Will to me is kind of like a utility guy for the D line, and will be for Western Michigan. I think the biggest question on Will going in to his recruiting process is what is he going to be? Is he going to stay as a D end? Can he wind up a little bit more size? He's a big kid. We have him at 6'4", 277, and we'll mention when I interviewed him after the commitment that right now he's a DN, but has a feeling he's going to end up growing into a D tackle. I think he winds up being a 3 technique. I really do down the line. I think that he's going to be able to get to 285, 290 pretty comfortably, and has good skill sets as well. He has decent feet, moves pretty well, good bend, very good hands, leverage, understands leverage, and just overall an impressive kid. And again, you talk about another program that's done a nice job here. That's been Western Michigan. And again, don't discount the fact that Tim Lester and that staff has a lot of Chicagoland connections, which anyone that knows Tim and his recruiting style that knew that he's going to do well here. Well-respected coach and a guy that is just very familiar to coaches in Chicagoland in particular. He's recruited out here for years. And just a good guy. And again, it's really paying off. 6 commits now from Chicagoland for Western Michigan, which is huge for Western Michigan. Just the location all about not even 3 hours from Chicagoland. It's a big area for Western Michigan to continue to draw kids from. And they did that under PJ Fleck, and they're obviously doing that under Timmy Lester. So again, 3 commits. Stay tuned. I'm sure more coming your way. See ya. Talk to you.